Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have started this channel on 29th of July and posted 3 videos about NEET examination because I have given that twice and have a good experience about that. Also, some new developments have happened in the past few months for NEET, so I decided to make a video on them first. But my plan of starting this channel was a bit different as I planned to make all kind of videos giving priority to NEET videos also. So here is my first video which is not about NEET and a very anticipated video also. In this video I'll be reviewing and giving you a summary of a very awesome, a very valuable and a must read book for everyone, and the book is The Go Giver by Bob Burg and David Mann. I read this book a day before yesterday, and just after finishing reading I knew that I have to make a review for this as this book is gold for everyone. This book basically deals with the laws of stratospheric success, not only in business but also in public relations, in personal relations, and almost every aspect of life, because this book will inspire you and teach you about how to live your life in a way that you form a network around you and live a life of social fulfillment along with financial, because many a times we found that all our network is only restricted to our professional life and some kind of personal unsatisfaction remains in everybody's life. The Go Giver has many inspiring and thought-provoking lines. It forces on the importance of being a giver rather than a getter, because a giver can only become a getter, as getting is not an action that you perform, it is actually a result of giving, because when you are giving you are following the 5 laws of stratospheric success, and these laws will make sure that you will get in result. Many a times we actually don't want to share or give our things thinking that this will decrease the amount of that particular commodity with us. But actually successful people always believe in giving. In fact, the more successful they are, the more they're willing to give and share their secrets to others. Also, it tells us that there is only one formula or secret for stratospheric success, which is giving, as trying to be successful with making money as your goal is like traveling to a super highway at 70 miles an hour with your eyes glued on rear view mirror. You are definitely going to crash. Successful people only focus on what they are, giving and sharing. We should always think about this world not as a world of competition but the world of co-creation. This book also tells us a very life-changing thought, which is that you often do not get what you want, but you get what you expect. Or put it in another way, what you focus on is what you get. Like, go looking for trouble and that's what you will find. Ultimately, the world treats you more or less the way you expect to be treated. I think this one line changed my mentality completely. Now it's time to discuss about 5 laws of stratospheric success. The first law is law of value. It states that your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. By value, it does not mean to be a commodity. It means how much extra you put in any deal or any relation. How much you serve to someone, not only with your product but with your thoughts, your emotions and your values. Like example mentioned in the book, it says that a bad restaurant tries to give just enough food and service, both in quantity and quality, to justify the price. A good restaurant strives to give the most quantity and quality for the money it takes. But a great restaurant, my friends, strives to defy the imagination. Its goal is to provide a higher quality of food and service than any amount of money could possibly pay. Many a times we found ourselves thinking that how movie stars and top athletes pull down those huge salaries, but people who were doing such a great work, such a noble work like school teachers, never got paid what they are worth. And with this comes the second law of stratospheric success. It emphasizes on the impact of someone's work rather than the value. It is called the law of compensation. It says your true worth determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Or put it in another way, your compensation is directly proportional to how many lives you touch. It also means that there are no limitations on what you can earn, because you can always find more people to serve. Now it's time to learn about the third law of stratospheric success, which emphasizes on building a network. Now, by building a network, the author doesn't necessarily mean your customers, clients or any professional contacts. They might never buy a thing from you, but they have always got you in the back of their minds. They are the people who are personally invested in seeing you succeed. Of course, because you are the same way about them. They are your army of personal walking ambassadors, and for developing your networks in a way that eventually they become your personal walking ambassadors, you should never base your relationships in anywhere in life on who owns who. That's not being a friend, that's being a creditor, my friends. You should always watch out for the other guy, watch out for his interest, forget about 50-50. It's a losing proposition. The only winning proposition is 100%. So Here is our third law. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place others' people interest first. And definitely by placing others' interest first, your interest will be definitely taken care of. And this is called enlightened self-interest. It's time for the fourth law, which is, I personally think, everyone should apply in their life, as this will enhance every aspect of one's life. And it says, the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And this can be applied everywhere in any kind of relations. And also, this law is very easy to understand, because until you are not personally invested in any deal or anything, nothing can be as successful as it can be. And also, this book tells us that we should understand that no matter what your training are, no matter what your skills are, and no matter what area you are in, you are your most important commodity. Always remember that. It's time for the fifth law. Friends, the fifth law is on the fifth number, but it actually guides you about the start of the process, how your mentality should be when you are starting any process. It's always better to give than to receive. If you are a good person, that's what will you do. But it's impractical for us thinking about giving and not expecting receiving. So it's not better to give than to receive. It's insane to try to give and not receive, my friends. Receiving is a natural result of giving. If you give and then try to stop the receiving that comes back, then it's not only foolish, but it's arrogant also. Everybody has their right to give you. You cannot refuse someone's gift. What gives you the right to refuse it? In fact, every giving can happen only because it's also a receiving, my friends. So now, the most important thing, the secret of success is to give, give and give. The secret of getting is giving, and the secret of giving is making yourself open to receiving. And that's what the fifth law is all about. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. It's called the law of receptivity. Now friends, we have discussed about all the 5 laws of stratospheric success. This book has certainly something which will change your thinking process, and it's gold for everyone, but especially for new builders. The Go Giver is a brilliant, utterly captivating from cover to cover. This book will positively and profoundly inspire you. This book conveys us a very important message that the mega successful people already knew. The personal wealth is the byproduct of making the world a better place. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video and do consider subscribing. Also share this video with your friends. Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.